everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video about my wigs, mainly how I style my wigs. Now everyone kind of does their wigs a bit different. I'm going to be talking about lace front wigs, which are the type of wigs that I use the most now. So I'm just going to dive right into this video. So for this video you're going to need a wig. This wig is a brand new wig. I took it out of the bag really quickly just to have a look at it, obviously. And I will leave the link to where I get my wigs down below. And there's also a discount code that you guys can use. I don't earn anything on this discount code. It's basically you guys get the discount and I donate whatever earnings. It accumulates to a charity every month if anybody uses my code. So so that's there for you guys. Please use it, and I can say that these wigs from Multiverse Wigs are amazing wigs. I've never had any issues with them, so yeah, use the code, check them out, all that good stuff. Okay, so this wig I got here is Diesel, but in an alternative style. I asked the owner if she could get me the wavy version rather than the curly version. Can't talk today. Curly version. So we have the wavy one. So I'm just going to take her out of the bag and let you guys see what this one looks like. So this is the wig. She's absolutely stunning. We're all living for this acid rainbow moment going on here. So what I like to do with my wigs is once I've taken them out of the packaging, given them a bit of a shake, I actually like to pop them on to see how they feel on my head, even with the lace on, and how they're going to look when I have them on. So I'm just going to do that really quickly, and I'm going to fasten these at the back just on the regular bit in the middle. So, and then I'm just going to throw her on just to see how she feels on my head. So I don't always wear a wig cap. I like to do this without a wig cap first. I know that can't be done for everybody because people with long hair, they'll find that difficult, or if you're like me and you don't have any hair. Yeah, so I just like to, this is just how I do it, okay? So I got her on, and then I'm just going to like move it about just to see how I feel. Now first off, I can tell that this wig, she is quite spacious on my head, and I have a bit of a small head. So yeah, there's a lot of lace going on here, but I can feel she's quite loose. So I do have a solution to this. So she's a little bit big for my head, so this is what I normally do. I've already been making these so that I have kind of like a whole bunch. Oh my god, my hair's a mess now. Sorry. Yeah, so I got a whole bunch of these already made, but I'm just going to show you what they actually are. So these are pieces of elastic, and I think I got something like 5-meter roll of elastic, and you can get different widths. So this one's quite a slim, thin one, and then I have a thicker one as well. And what you basically do is when you get your roll of elastic, you basically put it, measure around the back of your head. I don't know if this is going to work. So you're just going to measure it like around the back of your head, maybe to like where your ears are, so it just sits like so. Cut it to length, and then you take your wig. With your wig, you're going to turn it slightly inside out, I guess, and I'm going to show you where I actually sew the ends of the elastic. I like to sew mine just before this clasp here, and this is the one that normally just tucks in by your ears. So I'm going to sew it in. I normally try and sew it into this bit here so that it doesn't come through on the fibers or anything. And then obviously I'll do the exact same on the other side. And basically this gives this wig a bit more security and less chance of it falling off or feeling a little bit too loose when I wear it. So I'm going to do that. So I have some thread and needle, and I'm just going to dive right into this and just go ahead. I will pre-warn you all, my sewing skills are non-existent. However, I've done this to pretty much every other wig I own, and the elastic stayed on fine, so I don't know, maybe I've managed to sew it in well enough so that they stay, but yeah, I'm not a sewing expert, so don't come for me in the comments. Then I'm just going to take the elastic and make sure that we don't twist it so it sits in like that. You guys can see that, okay? And I'll just start sewing it in. So now I have the elastic inside my wig, like so, and it's not interfering with the other elastic, it's just sitting on top. And then I'm just going to gently round it in and attach it, making sure that I don't twist the elastic. And then I'm going to attach it to the other side, exact same place, just underneath that clip. Now, you might think that doesn't look right, but trust me, you are using this as an extra piece of so I'm just going to place it inside the wig. Try not twist this elastic because you don't want it twisting over, because if it twists over it's going to be really uncomfortable. So you want to make sure it's sitting nice right way round. Attach it to the exact same bit again on this side, and there should be a gap, and you want that kind of gap between the base and here because this is an extra security kind of piece to keep the wig on. So this is, you do want the small gap, and remember this is because you measured this behind the back of your head, not to this wig. So I'm going to quickly sew on this bit here. And that is the elastic on, and as you can see it's attached from one end to the other like so. Right, so now I've got the elastic in there. You can actually see if I have this bit here, right there, just start again. Right, so that's it inside the wig. as you can see, there it is, and it's sitting in the right way, so there's no twist in the elastic, so it won't irritate or annoy me at the back of my head. So I'm going to try this on to make sure that it feels comfortable enough for me, not too tight and not too loose. And I like to have the elastic sitting just where, can't really show you, but so I've thrown that on. I'm just going to lift this up so you can see what it looks like, because nobody's going to see this, but you're going to know that there is this elastic piece sitting nice and flush against the nape of my neck here, and then obviously I have the next bit, and this will cover it up when I pull that down. And if I really want, I can actually hook the comb into the back and under the elastic. Now that already feels so much better on my wig. Now, the next bit I'm going to have to do is cut off this lace. So I have done a previous video, I look so stupid with this on right now. I have done a previous video where I've shown you how I cut the lace off the wig before, so I'm going to just quickly do it, and then I'm going to show you how I make them more naturalish looking, I guess. So I'm just going to do that. Oh wow. Don't worry, I do know I need a haircut and need to chop all this off again. So yeah, so we're going to cut off this lace. You're going to need some scissors, and then for the next bit you're also going to need a razor. So I'm just going to quickly take this lace off, and you want to get it as close to the hairline as possible, but not too close that you're actually cutting into the hairline. So here is the lace, we don't need that anymore. I'm also going to tidy up the wig as well. Now I have a small head, and I find that sometimes the sideburns are a bit long, so I also like to just trim them as well. So what I will do is I will, from this side it's probably easier to show you, as you can see here is like the sideburn. I will actually trim like that much away and off from what's there, because either that it doesn't quite suit my face and head shape. So I'm just going to quickly do that. So I'll be taking that off, and that's that one off. Okay, and now I can put it on my head. So as you can see, like while I've been putting that on, so it looks like I've got little bits missing, but it's just with the shape of my head. Hi, you here to find us, Isma? And it just sits a little bit better around my ears. Obviously this isn't glued down, but yeah. So I'm quite happy with how that kind of sits now for a hairline. So this is just me like playing around with it, like really play around with it and see what feels good for you. I'm probably going to have this as a wig where you don't really see my ears, so I'm not too fussed about it being glued down. However, I am going to thin out some of the hairline and take some of these bits from underneath and thin those out as well, just so it sits that little bit better. I mean, you don't have to do this, but this is just something that I like to do with my wigs, and I think I'm living for these colours. And now I have like wig fibres everywhere. So I'm just going to take a small section here. So I've taken this section, like so, it's quite a thin section. If I move this back, bring that forward so you can see, I probably could take a little bit more. like so. And I'm going to then split this in 2 sections again, like that. This is my top section, this is my bottom section, and I'm just going to take this razor and just about here, because it's curly so I don't want it to be too short, and just take some of that away. So that's a bit there. Now, I don't really worry about how much I take off because nobody naturally has this much hair. Well, there's some people who have a lot of hair, but when it comes to wigs, you can tell because there's just so much fibre and so much weight to wig. So yeah, so that's where it kind of ended. So just do this. So don't be scared to take some length off your wig or some weight off of your wig. It's like so, so you can see that these bits are much shorter than the other bits, so it just kind of frames it that little bit more. And a bit off, like so. And then I'll have a look again. I'm always going back to a mirror and seeing, you know, which bits I want to remove, which bits I want to keep. I quite like having, maybe take a tiny bit off here. So I'm quite happy with that side. So I'm now going to move and do the next side. Basically the same process all over again. Isma. Basically I'm going to do the same again on the other side. And I'm going to use the other side as my guide to where it was I started cutting. It's like, so yeah, it's weird doing it on yourself, but I think I might actually take another one. I might just go into that a little bit more. Looks like it's going to naturally part this way anyway, so I don't know, I'm going to normally go for that side. So I don't want there to be too much weight going on at the front. So I'm going to take this blue and pink strand and just razor some of that out too. So not much, but yeah, just to do it like so. And then it's entirely up to yourself if you want to do this bit. So the next bit is kind of like, again, it's entirely up to you if you want to do this or not. Some people like to have their ends that little bit thinner because these are quite thick, so it kind of gives, it makes it more obvious that it's a wig if they're a little thicker. If you thin them out slightly, it gives that more of a natural look. So, I mean, that's entirely up to yourself. I like to maybe just thin it a little bit on the ends. So yes, I'm just going to quickly do that. And maybe just a little bit on this side. Like so. Now that I've done that, to give her a bit of a shake, you'll probably find you'll get a couple of fibres fall out from the razor, but you know, it's not the big deal. So it would be a good idea to maybe take a wide tooth comb for this. But yeah, no, that's I'm quite happy with this. I don't feel like I have the big pieces hitting me off the face anymore. It feels more light around the face, more framed. I mean, some people like to put concealer into their roots. Some people like to also blend their foundation into the hairline. With this wig, I probably can get away without actually having to glue her down, because she's sitting pretty, apart from, there's always one side that lifts up more, but I'm going to be wearing it down anyway. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you've got any questions about wigs, just leave a comment below and I'll see if I can answer any of them. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to keep up with my videos, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out the channel, it helps me out. Come join the little family we have going on here. And I will catch you guys in the next video. So till next time, catch you later.